can hear. Yo.
I'm not keeping it short.
Let me know if y'all can hear me out there, man. We about to start this shop. They saying they can hear the music and all that. Let's get it popping, man. Let's get it going. Let's change this up. Yo, what's good, y'all? We here. Season 2. Welcome to the one-off. I appreciate everybody that's in the building and all that, tuned in. We got a crazy heavyweight match. This is a gnome type of match. I'm not even going to hold y'all. This is for, you know what I'm saying, the people that know what they talking about. Some people know what they talking about, but they don't really know what they be talking about. You know what I'm saying? Definitely wanted to kind of switch the temperature this time around. Season 1 was a success. But, you know, wanted to just make things look a little bit more professional, things like that. We got today, before we start, let's just make sure that everybody can hear me. Can y'all hear me out there? Chris, are we good? Yo, Savage, listen, forgive me. I know that everything is not aligned exactly. The lines aren't perpendicular. It's okay, my G. It's all right. You know what I'm saying? But we got Showtime SP to nobody that knows bodies. Fly Report, what's goody, my guy? Introduce yourself.
Hey, man. What's good with y'all, man?
I already did your intro for you?
You did. It's Showtime SP to nobody that knows bodies. You know what I'm saying? I smell like money, so let's make some. The album is never coming out. And make sure y'all check Vodafly channel. And I actually do got a channel. You know what I mean?
Big facts. I see a sign behind you. What that say behind you?
On today's menu, because I'm about to cook today. On today's menu, today's special is France.
Oh wow!
Yeah. That's what we cook.
Oh wow! We're gonna cook that's the temperature right now.
You know what I mean?
That's definitely the temperature. The person on the other side, y'all may not know the face, but y'all definitely know the stats. We got one. I want to say 1/5, I think, or 1/6. Well, one of the members of Let's Talk Battle Rap. Some people that keep us always in tune with the CPR. You know what I mean? Keeping y'all accountable. You know what I mean? Making y'all step y'all game up. France, what's goody, my guy?
Hey, man. Shout out to the whole squad. Shout out to the whole LTBR team. We're here. Let me do my shit. Let's work.
You ready, man? You ready for today?
Let's work.
All right, man. So, if y'all don't know how this goes, man, basically, it's a debate show. We go over a bunch of different topics. You know what I mean? And we just, you know what I mean, talk battle rap, which I'm here for. This is what media is supposed to do, talk battle rap. I mean, if you're here for all the other stuff, you're not in the right place, B. The title is on the line, you know what I'm saying? I see SP just put the title down. Let's get right into this, man. Y'all know where y'all here. First topic, man. Mike P, Real Sick, was just announced yesterday for the Super Fight card. So my question to you guys is, and I'm going to start with you, SP. Who wins this battle? Mike P versus Real Sick.
You want the short answer, or do you want me to take this walk with you?
Take this walk. Let's take this walk, B. I need to know why he going to win. You're not just going to tell me he going to win.
Hey, what's his clock, man? Make sure his clock is on.
Because I can walk all day. I'm going to put it to you like this. There has been many that can imitate the Hadouken. You can get everything on the move list.
Yeah.
You know, there's levels of competition. There's big stage names that come to mind. You know, you have Danny Myers and you have New Jersey Twerk.
Right.
And you have Bill Collector. You have names on the resume.
Facts.
So the resume speaks for itself.
Mm-hmm.
My choice of winning easily 2-1 is going to be Mike P.
Mm.
I'm going to say easily, Because he's been sitting out. He's been sitting impatiently waiting for a track to explode on, and I'm pretty sure
reason.
he's gonna have that number for 6. That's all I'm saying. Not to mention, we know the last time we seen Mike P.
Yeah.
So he coming to smoke something.
Listen, man. Fritz, what's your rebuttal to that, bro?
If I had to wait every single time for somebody to be off 5, 6, 7 months to pencil them in to win a battle, that's never gonna happen. Mike P and Real Sick is a match made for every battle rap degenerate. I love this match. Everybody loves this match. Great style matchup. I really think Mike P crawls so that Real Sick can walk, or he walks so that Real Sick can run. Real Sick's first year in URL is ideal year you want of a rookie, right? 5 battles, or 4 battles, I should say, right? Because his PG happened in 2019. 4 battles in 2020. He went toe-to-toe with the champion of the year, arguably beat him, lost by a razor edge. Had a top battle of the year, and is a top 20 battle rapper. He did that on 5 battles. You know where Mike P was in 5 battles? Yeah, he made it to Nome, but it took him 2.5 years to get there.
About to say that in 5 battles he was at Nome though. He did battle on a big stage.
Absolutely, okay. No one's discrediting his rise for sure. But I'm saying it took him longer. Thus being, Real Sick has a higher ceiling. Real Sick is hungrier, and Real Sick is just he has this work ethic that I don't know if just because Mike P sat out for 7 months doesn't necessarily mean you're going to beat somebody that's this hungry, that's this open. And plus, Real Sick feels disrespected. I've never seen Real Sick break his humble bag. He's so humble to all of his opponents. He's talking spicy. He's upset. He said, I am a nightmare for a guy like Mike P.
Oh, my God. SP, what's your rebuttal to that, bro?
Mike P battled Daylight, and it was debatable. Mike P battled New Jersey Twerk.
Yeah.
And it's debatable wins.
Big stage.
Now, Real Sick has had great battles, great performances. But his most debatable battle is against Chilla. Now, Mike P has battled somebody that Chilla has battled before. What's his name? Oh, yeah. Danny Myers. Okay. Danny Myers beat Chilla in a judged battle. So in order to be the man, you have to beat the man. But Mike P has already beat the man. So what we doing here? And this is no slack to Real Sick. I got love for him. I'm always in the corner of the young, hungry ones. But we talking about longevity. We talking about experience. And we talk about the overall package. It's going to be Mike P.
Well, if we're talking experience, then everybody's going to always be on paper ahead of the rookies. Everybody has more battles than him. He's been on the league already 6 years. The Daylight battle happened half a decade ago already. The New Jersey Twerk battle, his Nome debut, that was already almost four and a half years ago at this point. So these are long time ago battles that you're mentioning. You're also forgetting all the battles in between. The Big T battle, the Suge battle, the Young Cannon, the B-Dot, where he had a drought, where Mike P had his moments where it wasn't always consistent and it wasn't always there for main stage Mike. It took him 2.5 years to get back to the main stage, to be honest. While Real Sick, you can probably see him hit a Nome stage or Summer Madness stage at the very least his second year in the league.
Yeah.
No problem.
Yo, that's time, y'all. For everybody watching too, of course there's a timer. Again, we got 2 heavyweights. I'm going to let them get some grace period to get their rebuttals off. We're not strict on the time, you know what I mean? We don't cut them off on a hard time. This is not Ultimate Madness, you know what I mean? We get that grace period. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's a battle that we got to see. I can't wait. It's the main event for that super fight card, so only time going to tell. They ain't got that much time left. Let's move on though, man. Jazz the Rapper has been she's been stating on Twitter that she has a battle coming up. She didn't say who it was, but Misfit did hint that she's outside as well. So let's just say, hypothetically speaking, Jazz the Rapper does take Misfit. French, we'll start with you. In this arena that we're in right now, no big stage, bubble era, who wins this battle? Give me the reasons why.
I want to just cancel out this hypothetical, because if Misfit is, if Jazz is listening to the people, she knows what the market is demanding. She knows that she cannot make her return unless it is Misfit. If it is anybody else, we will riot. All right. I just want to make sure that public service announcement has been addressed. As far as the actual battle, look, I'll be honest, this is a mega match. There's not a lot of mega matches left in female battle rap. So with a mega match, first and foremost, your first hope, regardless of who you have leading the race, you want a battle that meets the expectations and just sets the goals. And I know that's a politically correct answer, but when Loaded Lux and Howl of the Don met the expectations, when Howl of the Don and Tay-Rock met the expectations, you feel good about who wins those battles or how good those battles are. Now, if I have to actually pick a winner, unfortunately, because there's no crowd, I feel like that's actually a disadvantage to Jazz. Although I do think Jazz is such a good rapper, she doesn't have the bass. Misfit has that bass. You see Misfit's hands? They look like construction workers' hands, right?
Hey, yo.
She's aggressive. This woman will bark in the smallest room possible, and all I can just see is her in Jazz's face. And Jazz is gonna have clever lines. She's gonna rap really smooth and great, but that emphasis is gonna be the difference maker. More importantly, I do think Jazz has the opportunity to be more explosive, but Misfit is more strategic.
Talk to me, bro. Jazz and Misfit, man. Who you got in that?
Well, first of all, France, I 100% agree. I will riot. If there's nobody else on that list that's battling Jazz the Rapper and it's not Misfit, I will riot.
Absolutely.
I will pull out my picket sign. My sign will change. Fit or nothing else. Fit or bust. But
right.
And if we're gonna be 100%, I totally agree. I think Misfit would have the upper hand.
Okay.
But I do believe that Jazz is part of a group called the Bardashians, and I feel as though that neither one of those other queens that are on that roster is going to let Jazz just walk in there blind. Official has already battled Misfit, and that battle is debatable. Now, Misfit was also throwing out shots to Jazz, so therefore there's already a line set up for things that Jazz has to have an angle for. We already got the big angle on Jazz about her being a cop. What's to say Jazz doesn't show up on stage with a dispatcher uniform on? She's already winning the first round. Now, another thing that tends to happen to all of Jazz's opponents, other than the few that have other than Official, and there's other than Official and Hustle, usually, Hustle counts too. Usually there's a choking thing that happens. They usually get the slipping and the blippage of the words. I'm not saying Jazz is a curse, but when you stand in front of Jazz, you gotta be either the best that you've ever been, which is Official, or you die a slow and painful 3-round death because you choked in the first round. Let's not.
Shouts to 40 bars. Said shouts to 40 bars.
Not to mention, the one last thing is that when Jazz is the Sue Surf of Queen of the Ring. She's that name. When you see her name, it's at the top of the card. You're not about to see her battle nobody that's lower tier. So if this battle has to happen, this battle is the grudge match that needs to happen. I'm not saying that Jazz would win easily, but if I got to go up against France, I'm going to say Jazz 2-1.
France, rebuttal that?
It's a dogfight for sure. I do think Misfit acquiring a recent accolade that's kind of you can hold it over Jazz, right? Like, Jazz has been on Summer Madness and Gnome, got a 1 million view battle on URL, got a 1 million view battle on Queen of the Ring. Is the only female to have both. But Misfit and Farrah Funeral is the highest one-on-one individual female battle on Queen of the Ring. In the pay-per-view era. Do you know how difficult it is to get 1 million views in this era, especially on a channel like Queen of the Ring against an opponent that forfeited their 3rd round? That means you're just watching Misfit. That's 1 million people just watching Misfit.
Just watching Misfit, yep.
She had one of the greatest returns in battle rap history. Honestly, you can even argue is up there because after 5 years, she looked completely polished and she didn't stumble, slip, or blip or nothing. A lot of people that make their returns either have some kind of stumbles, Loaded Lux in his Calico return, the choke, right? A lot of people, a little bit of dry spots, they don't win clearly. This was a flawless performance. And against Official, I agree, debatable battle, but she made a moment against Jazz. In that battle, what do you remember? Who's who? Official don't live in Brooklyn. You do. That's what you remember from that battle. You know what I mean? So Jazz has the allure of welcome back, but she also has that we've been waiting factor. It's been 4 years since your last one-on-one. We need something.
Yeah, man.
All I'm saying is when Jazz finally gets on that stage, you already know she's gonna be whatever she was 5 years ago times 2. and she gotta address this misfit shit when it's time to. That's a nice watch you got on there, Sways.
Is it time
It's
to?
time to. It's time to.
Okay. Shameless plug, man. Jazz Misfit, we need this battle ASAP. All I know is Jazz says she's battling soon, and that's the battle that we want to see. If we don't see it, we pulling up to your house, man. B, Smack, whoever, it don't matter. Let's keep it moving, man. Women of the Year, man. They went down. They announced Vixen as the champion. Shouts to Vixen. There was a lot of controversy behind it, man. People been talking about it to this day. Casey J was not happy about it. She said, I want to see Vixen. That's all I want to see. It got to go down. Show, talk to me, bro. Vixen versus Casey J. If it goes down, who's winning this battle, man? Who's the real woman of the year if they battle?
Now, normally, me and my wife, Casey J, we don't like to talk about battle rap. You know what I'm saying? Whenever we home, we can't talk about that. It's just only about the bills. It's only about the kids and about the building of the house.
Right.
But during our pillow talk time, she was like, I don't understand. The nerve of these... Never mind.
Wait, you asked two questions, though, man. You asked who would win the battle and who does he have as woman of the year?
No. I said who's the true woman of the year if they battle.
Okay.
Kind of.
Yeah.
You did try to catch me just now, Fritz. I see what you're doing there. Let me start that time back, man. Go ahead, show.
Now, with all of that being said, Casey J has more bodies. Casey J has more conviction. Casey J has a little bit more of that believability aspect of it, because she ain't like the type to say, if I got to, I will. No, she got that shit in the car. It's right there. Don't worry about it. It's in my purse. It's right here. Not to mention another Bardashian against somebody who is not a Bardashian. You bro, you gotta understand. It's every bar. It's every line. Yeah. She beat up niggas. She beats. We're not talking about a one-rounder with a guy. We're not talking about a 2-on-2. That now, granted, Vixen and Hustle, they beat the hell out of QP and Banking. It was bad. It was bad. Had the L waiting for them. But with her and Hustle, it was the dynamic duo to beat them boys. Casey beat a nigga all by herself. Now, granted, you know, Vixen did battle Emerson Kennedy. First watch, I enjoyed Vixen's bars. Second, third watch, it was a little gassy. And I might have got blinded by the assy. I'm just saying, if we're going to keep it classy, I have to go with my girl.
You can't charge the gas card on the road, man.
Nah, it's still the same. No, listen. Some of those lines are dope, but those lines, if they were anywhere else, if they wasn't where they was, come on. Like, because there's a couple of them, he was like, all right.
Well, that's what happens when you put a room of battle rap fans that are just happy to be together during COVID. Of course, you're going to get a little bit of gas. I'm okay with that.
Francis, is Casey J going to win the battle, man?
Yes.
All right, let's talk about it. All right, Casey J and Vixen. First and foremost, I want to shut down this Woman of the Year debate. And first, shouts to Big Low, because she fought...
What Low got to do with this?
I just want to give her a shout out.
Yo.
Casey, and I feel like she left out a big argument, which I'll mention at the end, that could have helped her win her case. But as far as Vixen and Casey, listen, it's as simple as this. Vixen lapped her in 31 days. In 31 days, she won this award, right? As far as impact, you'll like this comparison, right? We do 4 shows a week on Caffeine, right? You do a blog or 2 a week. That's probably 15 to 20 minutes, 40 minutes combined, right?
Right.
If your 2 blogs that are 40 minutes have more views than our 4 shows, who has more impact? You do, right? You
he acting crazy. He acting crazy.
I'm with you.
Okay, cool. So we agree there that Vixen had more impact. As far as performance, they both were on the same card. Kings and Queens and Watch the Throne 4, and both times, who had performance in Battle of the Night? Vixen.
Who had body of the night? Let me play devil's advocate here.
Listen, no, but this is performance. We talking about performance in my rugby. Right?
Okay.
As far as consistency, yeah, she had a body. Then she had a decent battle against Coffee. Then she beat Swamp, and she had a battle against Bonnie. If the trajectory is moving up and down while somebody's continuing to rise, like that's who's more consistent? The stock that's going up instead of the stock that's taking a dip and rising, right? As far as moments, I feel Casey, right? Because Casey's like, she had a lot of quotables, but I think of a moment as something Vixen is if I put a picture of this exact time frame, do I know what happens next? If I put a picture of Vixen and DNA, her kissing her, I'll remember that forever. I can't put a picture in none of the KCJ's bars. Like, quotables necessarily aren't equivalent to being moments. Material and believability, you can toss that up. And by the way, I don't think any of us want smoke with neither one of those two ladies, so I don't care who has more believability, to be honest with you. But listen, man, Vixen was the real woman of the year. It's just really that simple. And if they battle, I think Vixen's going to show her why she holds the crown.
So you got Vixen winning if they battle.
And by the way, can we put a little look? She body Swamp, and I don't want to even be the one to discredit this. But when in the world has beating Swamp mattered more than beating DNA? DNA is a goddamn legend. Swamp's last 3 opponents choked 2 rounds.
You better slide that in there. That was good. You better slide that one.
Up until that moment of his streak, I love Swamp. He was hot. He was hotter than fish grease at that time period. But Twerk choked 2 rounds. Ace choked 2 rounds. Don Marino can't ever get through the entire battle without stumbling. So anybody probably would have won those 3 battles if you were just clean. Right? DNA is a legend. Beating DNA will always matter more than beating Swamp. I'm sorry. And as far as if they battle, I got Vixen.
What do you think Vixen does, though, better to really win that battle, though? Like...
I was going to ask that question, but go ahead, because I wanted that.
Because when Show told me about why he thought that Casey was going to win, right? He said he broke down her qualities. What about Vixen's qualities is overpowering her, though?
Well, again, material is a toss-up, right? So either one of them can have bars that day. So, like I'm not going to say Vixen's pen is way better than Casey's or vice versa. Uh-huh. So on that day, the better pen shows up. I'm going to cross that out. Performance, I already know Vixen's a better performer than her, right? Uh-huh. And as far as, like, the skill set, like, Vixen just has a little bit more range where she's, like, she can get you energized. She knows how to rebuttal. She had a rebuttal in those battles she was in previously, but she can rebuttal, and I've seen it previously. And then more importantly, she just knows how to make a fucking moment. Like against DNA, she made a moment. Her and Lady Flame's the top battle of the year. Against Emerson Kennedy, the ass grab. You mentioned it yourself. SP is a moment. That's what you remember, right?
I was blinded by the ass.
You remember that?
I love that bar. That's bar of the year.
But I also remember Casey saying, this is for every one of those women whose houses you went to get a plate at. Memorable moments? Memorable moments? Are we talking about this?
That was a bar.
Does anybody, I'm going to put it to you like this. I didn't even know who Casey J was until I seen that royalty card. And what she did to Miss Bird, I was like, yo, who
she was wilding on her. She wilded on Miss Merck.
Listen, and it wasn't even the point. Like it's and you know when you see a battle and you see somebody failing, not doing that good, you kind of take your foot off the gas. She didn't take that foot off the gas. She made sure that
she had the Mamba mentality. Mentality.
You gotta dig the grave. No, allow me to dig this grave for you. You want me to go? What kind of box you want? You want the pine one? Because we're gonna put you in the pine. We're gonna put you in the dirt. And that's what she did to Miss Merck. She did the same thing to Swamp. Swamp wasn't getting not one reaction. Not one reaction, and not to mention he was mesmerized by looking at her body and looking at her face. You could just tell. So you mean to tell me if Emerson Kennedy, who was in a full-fledged relationship, he did a little smirk where he like, please don't kiss me, please don't kiss me. DNA was like, please don't kiss me, please don't kiss me. What? Swamp was in there. Yeah, you know, you little big head hoe. I love you though.
Yeah, Swamp was blowing minds, man. All that cool stuff.
But you know what? But SP, one of my concerns is I do think she beat Swamp pretty bad. Yes, for sure. But I think her Merc performance is still levels beyond her Swamp performance. And if your best performance was at the top of the year, the rest of them don't compare. When are you going to tap back into that bag?
But let's talk about that one battle that was so lackadaisical, or it was so mad, and that's her versus Coffee. Now that we all know the truth of what happened, do we all know that Casey literally she didn't redo any of her rounds? Only Coffee redid her rounds.
You know, I got an interesting take on that battle, right? Because we're all in media, right? All three of us in media.
Facts.
What battle rappers want the most for fans to watch the battle without the narratives, without the predictions, without our voice? They're dying to have fans watch these battles without the outside noise. The app, if you read the comments, those people in the comments that are voting on this battle, they voted Coffee to win, they didn't even know the story. That means those are fans that are watching the content before the narrative. So if you put that battle onto somebody and they don't know what really happened, they're gonna pick Coffee to win, which is the ideal thing that every battle rapper claims they want, right? Is to not have the narrative taint the battle.
Well, let's move on, man. That's time. Listen, she
This
got
is true,
bodied
though,
before
right,
she
SB?
redid the rounds. She redid her rounds. We know what happened. All the hypothetical. I don't care what they saying. We know what happened. She redid them rounds. She got smoked. Let's move on, man. It's getting heated, man. Shouts to all shouts to the 100 people in the live right now. Everybody in the live, make sure that you guys. Yo.
Before we move on to Big Low. Big Low, I had a sentence for you. If you had said this at the panel, you would have been able to give KCJ the crown. All you had to say was Casey has been cooking before the pandemic and after the pandemic. She wasn't a bubble baby. If you had said that, at least one person in the room would have changed their mind and Casey would have won.
Yo, don't tell my partner what she was supposed to do. Lo was doing her thing. She did her numbers.
No, she did
don't
great.
try to tell her she should have did this and she should have did that. She
That's
did what she was supposed to do.
That's his homie. So like he can't
I'm about to jump in, friends. You wildin'. Nah, shouts to Lo, man.
She left the haymaker on the table. That's all I'm saying.
Quick intermission. Everybody hit the like button. The whole 100 and something people that's in the live right now. Hit the like button so we can even get more people in here. You know what I'm saying? I see everybody talking and all that. They interested. They having fun. Let's keep it going, man. Beloved, man. They went live with Nunu. Nels was on his helmet, man. Nels let him know you're not going to survive. He said, yo, B-Dot, I will fuck you up. In his words. You know what I'm saying? So I need to ask y'all. B-Dot, Loaded Lux, if they get it shaking on the roof, who's winning this, France? How's this going? How's this battle going on the roof?
All right, look, man.
The loser got to jump.
Look, I'll be honest. If we had to hypothetically pick a winner for the battle, I'm rolling with Lux. But first and foremost, I want to say Lux is capping. All right, we all know Lux is probably going to battle Daylight and say, "All right, I'm done battling the West Coast."
That's more than likely, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's going to battle Daylight. He's going to not battle Beat-Out or Danny Myers. So he's just capping. But in a hypothetical parallel universe, if Beat-Out and Loaded Lux go down on the roof, I got to be honest, man. People are really testing this Lux thing. And I feel them because Lux hasn't been potent for a full 3 rounds in a long time. But they're poking the lion, bro. They're poking the lion, and he's gonna come out and just have one of those performances that makes everybody remember, yo, this is Loaded Lux. All right, like we need to remember that this is Loaded Lux. He hasn't had one in a while, but just by the numbers, he's due for one. And whoever stands in front of him next is going to be the one to receive it.
Well, we pretty much know that he has Daylight. So let's say after Daylight, if he takes Beat Out on the roof, is that energy still there, though? Let's say he takes 2 battles. I got to always switch it up. Yo, show. If Lux takes 2 battles this year, Daylight being first, then he takes Beat Out on the roof. How's this battle going 2 in a row?
It's very possible for Loaded Lux to come out this thing squeaky clean. Because the reason why I'm saying that, I'm saying squeaky clean, meaning the battles can. Are we all not fans here? Are the 3 of us not fans?
Absolutely.
So we know what's going to happen, okay? First watch, whoever battles, that person is going to beat Lux. They're going to beat Lux.
Typically.
This has happened versus Charlie Clips. This has happened versus Hollow the Don. This has happened versus Arsenal. But every time we talk about beloved Loaded Lux, we talk about what watch? The 2nd watch, the 3rd watch, the 4th watch, the 5th watch. My question to you is, are you rewatching these battles for the opponent? No.
Okay.
You are watching for Loaded Lux. You are listening to hear what you meant. Let me tell you niggas something. Okay. Loaded Lux return to Summer Madness is it's not the only, but it's one of the main reasons why I'm even still watching battle rap. Because I took the time off. I did 106 in Park. That was way before Summer Madness. So I was done with battle rap. I didn't think it was the thing.
Right.
But once I heard Loaded Lux was returning on the stage to battle some nigga named Calico.
Return of the Legends.
I'm turning this thing on. So what's it to say that Loaded Lux can't come out of this? Like Loaded Lux, I agree with France 100%. If we gotta pick a winner, if we're talking about between Lux and B-Dot, I'm gonna say, well, France, did you go with Lux?
Yes, sir.
All right, so I'm gonna have to go with B-Dot.
No, you don't have to. We don't gotta lie to ourselves. We don't gotta lie to ourselves.
Nah, if you got Lux, show, if you got Lux, I super respect it. I play devil's advocate here, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Who's been more consistent though as of lately? It's been B-Dot, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, listen, but
exactly
of course, if you battle Mook, anybody can be more consistent than Mook and Lux. Anybody can have more of competition or a better resume than them. They don't come outside, and they don't have to come outside because they're the two biggest battle rappers in the world with the smallest catalogs. Mm-hmm. That is impact. That is an accolade. That's not a down feature to them. Not everybody can't stand in front of me, they say. And you know what? I'm not gonna lie. I love that B-Dot gets on wax, gets on the diss tracks, gets in the studio and sends smoke to everybody. But can anybody send me one B-Dot freestyle on the internet today better than what Loaded Lux did at Hot 97? I'm sorry, with Funk Flex? Can anybody send me one piece of content?
His West Coast cipher, it's up there.
That's water under a high bridge. Hey, I could boogie.
Listen, I was just in the area. Just figured I'd try. I just figured I'd swing by like a
girl is curious.
I mean, I'm with you. I agree with y'all 100%. But we also know that what wins a battle, and I just tweeted this yesterday. We know that the name is great. The name be the best thing that the name is what gives us the card. The name is what draws that money.
Right.
But the winner of that battle is whoever's the hungriest. Not one of us is going to sit here and act like B-Dot ain't hungry. Not one of us is going to sit here and say that B-Dot don't feel robbed. I'm pretty sure B-Dot feels very robbed. He was number 2 for Champion of the Year. His Battle of the Year was voted number 2, which I believe is a highway robbery because I do believe that B-Dot versus the Saga should have been the Battle of the Year.
I agree.
I'm just saying B-Dot also, not to mention, the first question...
Show is shooting from the logo right now, y'all.
Listen. Sway, you asked the question, and this is why I'm choosing B-Dot. You said if Lux sees B-Dot,
you said if you lost the shotguns, now go ahead.
So what I'm saying is, you said if Lux got to battle B-Dot, where?
On the roof. The loser got to jump.
What's his name? Rooftop Dot. He's that nigga because so if we're talking about home field advantage, B-Dot is going to get that off the first watch. But because we all fans, this battle has the potential to be classic because we'll be listening for the second, the third, the fourth, the fifth watches. Damn, I ain't even catch this. This nigga was talking about this. It's gonna be the same way with Daylight too. But Lux is still gonna get away with this squeaky clean.
I just want to say, Rooftop Dot is a moniker he's earned. Beat Rum Nitty and created a Battle of the Year on the roof. His record on the roof, for what it's worth, is 1-1.
Talking about Saga beat him?
Think Saga beat him?
Saga, that red shirt, I got Saga in that battle. I mean, it's such a good battle that you don't really care who wins.
That's how I feel. But
if I gotta pick a winner, I got Saga. I'm sorry.
So you saying it's Rooftop Dot, but he's really only 1-1 on the roof?
It's 1-1 on the roof.
That's your opinion. I'm gonna let you die off that one.
Yeah, I don't know, bro, but I agree with y'all.
Y'all disagree with me though. I feel like y'all kind of agreeing though. Y'all just don't want to say it.
I will say this though. I do think that Lux. I don't know if Lux is really gonna come outside. In my opinion though, B-Dot is next in line. I know DNA. I know JC. I know Chilla. They all want that smoke. In my opinion, B-Dot was before them. He was ahead of the line. I don't know how everybody else just thought they could just skip the lunch line and go get their food, but B-Dot needs to go get his plate first.
Last thing, and the reason why I'm saying Lux can get away from this squeaky clean, just to add it on fuel to the fire, do they compare B-Dot to Murder Mook?
Not at
Do
all.
they compare B-Dot to Chilla Jones? Who do they compare him to?
Beloved.
So,
Beloved.
Why would I
but that's a good and a bad thing, right? Because like being compared to Lux is an anomaly. I don't feel like he's no clone or nothing. I just feel like people get the same feel, which is good. But the people that want to discredit him will look at that as like a complete mirror match, and they will downplay it. You know what I'm saying? There's people that will downplay the fact that they're so similar instead of appreciating the fact that they're both the same level of content and righteousness.
We got to see this battle, man. This battle got to get set up. Quick intermission, man. Shout outs to the super chat. Vitafly, get him, SP. I don't know where the rest of the Let's Talk Battle Rap crew is at, man. But the Fly Report is in the building. They, you know what I mean? They out here, man.
Shout out to the gang. Shout out to the gang.
Next topic, man. We almost be halfway through here. Make sure y'all guys hit the like button. We got over 100 people on the live coming in and out, so hit the like button. Let's keep it going. Big stage, man. That's been the talk of the town for a while now, man. It's looking more and more like the big stage might just come back. Like we might just get that big stage this year. We haven't got it in a long time, but you see the riot has been getting more people. You see that John Bullpen, they're having a crowd. So my question is, the crowd officially comes back. Will a rookie survive on a big stage? SP, talk to me, man. Are they going to survive, man? Is everybody going to make it?
I was about to ask you, is everybody going to make it? No.
I'm going to give you an over-under. I'm going to give you an over-under. I'll do you one better. I'll give you over-under. Is 5 people going to make it?
I got a hard 4. I got like a hard 4. It's going to be hard to get that 5th guy out there, depending on who it is. Like I said, we already know who the top 3 runners are. Okay. We know Easy the Black Captain is made for the big stage.
Right.
We know that Kid Chaos is also made for the big stage.
Okay.
Real Sick is also made for the big stage. After that, now we're going to be starting. Now we're starting to split hairs because who am I missing? Who am I missing that's out there?
You got Jada Nightwing, you got Luke Castro, you got Ace Amin, you got
Jada Nightwing is my 4th.
He's your 4th?
Yes, he's my 4th. So like I said, I got a solid 4 that is ready for that big stage. Why? Because most of them are already battle tested. The only one who kind of fell short of that big stage is Jada Nightwing, and that's the reason why he's your Derek Fisher, your Robert Ory. Like he's there, he's crucial, he's good, but can he run the team? No. We already know, but like I said, it has the climate has changed. A lot of the things have changed, and Jada Nightwing has huge moments on that big stage. So I'm not giving him no slight on that end. But when we start looking at Ace Amin, who else did you say? You said Swamp.
Swamp is around.
Who else is out there that's like I said? You see, it's hard to say that there's a solid starting 5 that's ready for the big stage. Shit, it's mid-tier cats right now that ain't working on the big stage. Shit, we see top-tier niggas get booed. Yeah. So to be totally honest with you, when we think of big stage, we think of crowd reactions, and we think of there has to be that level of crowd reaction to gas ratio. And the way that these new guys write, they kind of can't get crowd reaction to gas ratio. Jada Nightwing, perfect for it. Easy the Block Captain, perfect for it. Kid Chaos, come on. He's going to be bringing his 4-bar setups back every time. Look at what he did with Danger, and it was like 6 niggas in the room.
Yeah.
Same thing with Real Sick. He 30 Magic, but everybody was more upset that Magic was just fucking up.
Yeah.
Now when Sick battled Chilla, that room, that was no gas. That was all it was well warranted gas. I think that those 4 guys is great. They're the Spurs. They're the those guys can be the Golden State Warriors. You know what I'm saying? But there's gonna be one guy or somebody that's just, hey, I just need you to get these rebounds. I just need you to just go in there and just get the crowd. I can say, shout out to Chris Unbiased, I think that the rookies have a 60% chance of surviving on the big stage.
France, talk to me, man. Time set for you.
Believe it or not, like
over under France 5.
Over under. I'm going over. I'm hammering the over. I'm putting it as a lock. Let's just look at the lineup you said, right?
Okay.
Jay and Fonz, they've done Born Legacies. In fact, Fonz has done 2 Born Legacies. That's 500 plus in attendance. Real Sick went to the UK, right? The same venue where Holla the Don and John the Don battle, right?
Yes.
Steel Mill
Battle Maverick.
Yeah, it's 400 plus. It holds 400 plus people. Real sick had performance of the night overseas in a whole fucking foreign territory, right? Ace, I mean, look, his Summer Impact Reloaded performance is not my favorite, but he had crowd control. He had the "Can I get a hold?" and the whole crowd is rocking with him, and that's his third battle out of his PGs. And he's gotten smarter and better now. And I know people are upset that he's choked a lot, but he has high IQ, so he at least knows how to control the crowd for what it's worth. Saint. We can even throw Saint in this batch, right? Because Saint's done 2 talent businesses and rocked both of them. And maybe that's in California, but that's still hundreds of people in attendance, right? Kid Chaos is also made for it. Easy to Block Captain, he has the perfect slogan for it. When he stops and says bullshit 3 times, the crowd's going to roar. So
it's a lesson in every bar.
You got about 6 people, Francis. You got about 6 people on the over already. You think everybody gonna make it? Listen,
it's
Fritz,
not that they're gonna make it, it's that they already have made it. That's
Fritz,
the
let me
problem.
paint. Let me
just. We're acting like they haven't.
Fritz,
Like,
let me paint a picture for you. You ready?
Okay.
I've been outside since about 11 o'clock. You know what I mean? I've been waiting to get inside. Been outside chilling, smoking, whatever. I get inside. Smack is drinking now. He ain't even start the battle yet. Right? My feet is starting to hurt because I got on a pair. You know what I mean? I probably threw on some 11s or something like that. Something that really wasn't. I ain't throwing my motherfucking my 360s or something like that. I ain't throwing the comfy sneakers. My feet hurt. I didn't eat yet, Prince. I haven't eaten since I left the crib.
Hold on, Ben. I got you, Ben.
Is everybody gonna make it, Prince? Because I'm telling you, I'm on boo alert. I'm ready to boo people.
Can we keep it a buck? Can we keep it real here? A buck? Snake Eyes has rocked crowds with 500 plus people. They'll be fine. Scotty has rocked the crowd. All right, that known crowd for a round and a half.
He was home.
His third round. Scotty,
he was home.
That don't mean nothing. You see how people get treated at home. That means
Loso did kill a stage too. Loso did turn up out there too.
But Scotty is not. It doesn't have that much level of content. Doesn't have that much level of skill as these guys. And for 2 rounds, he was competent up there. You know what I'm saying? Jack Boy, for what it was worth, his first round was good against John. These guys will be just fine, bro.
Just fine is not good enough for big stage crowds. We talking about just fine, that's not gonna work. Because you just said that those people that you named have rock crowds in big stadiums. It's gonna be a different type of animal. You mean to tell me everything is going to go?
You guys are pretty much talking about Gnome and Summer Madness, right?
Yeah, I'm talking about big stages. I'm talking about the big stages.
We talking Gnome Summer Madness. We talking Resolution. We talking Revolution.
I'm talking rookies versus vets 1.
Yeah,
that kind of energy.
So when you got, oh my God, especially.
Briz had a good performance. T-Top had a good performance. Chess might have choked, but he had a memorable round. Like they didn't do that bad neither.
I booed Snow out the building. I ain't see Snow since.
Yeah, but that's one. Yeah. That's 1 out of 5 out of 7 guys.
Yeah.
It's a good ratio.
I think Chilla sent Prep home that night too, if I'm not mistaken.
No, that was a different night. That was a different night.
That was a different night. My fault. But that same crowd reaction.
But all I'm saying is 6
out of those 7. Shout out to the chat, yo. Shout out to the chat. Somebody did say Jack did faint in that same crowd that he went crazy in.
No. Jack
faint.
Jack had a meltdown.
Yeah.
Listen, Jack had a meltdown. But what I'm saying is, for one round, Jack had it together for a round, meaning these guys can put it together. You know what I'm saying? Jack might have melted down, but for one moment in time, he was okay. And I think all these guys are better than Jack. They have more of a higher ceiling, skill set, better content. Everything better than Jack. That Scotty, better than Snake Eyes. These guys will be fine. These guys will be just fine.
It's a lot of people, man. I'm interested to see. I think that this whole top tier thing, y'all, like, we're not gonna really know what they're capable of until they're all on that stage. I get the Born Legacy. It's not Irving Plaza. I get all of that. It's not the same energy, bro. So I gotta see where they at with that. Show you took the under, French you took the over. We going. I'm keeping an eye on that going forward. French, I'm gonna keep the energy with you right now. Danny Myers, Kid Chaos got announced yesterday. Super fight card. How we looking for this battle, man? Danny Myers front running for champion of the year right now, maybe. Kid Chaos just smoked Saga boots. How we looking about this battle, man? Talk to me.
I absolutely love this battle for Kid Chaos. I feel like it's about time Kid Chaos has a challenge like this of this magnitude. All of Kid Chaos's opponents are real passive, laid back. Danger Zone, JC, Saga. Danny Myers is that first aggressive piece of presence he has to stand in front of. So I want to see how he has to deal with that aura. But I have a really big concern. Like, Danny Myers left Earth against drugs. And I mean, listen, let's be honest. Nobody picked drugs to win that battle anyway. Nobody picks drugs to win a lot of these battles. He only has one win on the app. But Danny Myers just like was on another level. And then 2 weeks later against a legend in Arsenal, his content wasn't the same.
Right.
Right before he battles Kid Chaos, he has Don Marino. And Danny Myers has this syndrome of taking battle rap too serious, where you can see a world where he gives Don Marino the best content and gives Kid Chaos the weaker batch. And it's happened before where he'll give the opponent that probably doesn't need that level of Danny Myers, that performance, and the person that actually needs it, he doesn't give it to.
So I already pretty much know that you got Kid Chaos running that battle.
I do.
I'm pretty sure of that. So
not clear. Not clear. Regardless, not clear. It'll be a.
Is Kid Chaos beating Danny Myers? Talk to me. You know bodies, so let me know.
Because France is my man, and I hate to be like, yo, I agree with you 100%. I only agree with you 100% when you said not clear. It's unclear. You already mentioned, because you bring out the stats, you bring out the facts. You know Danny Myers is a machine gun. Yeah. A machine gun is sporadic bullets. It's going to hit something. Danny Myers is a shotgun. It's one blast, but it's going everywhere. It can go to any and everybody. These bars don't have to necessarily pertain to you, but guess what? Today it's for you. I feel as though, because I was hoping you was going for Danny. This is just so much easier for me. Danny Myers has what we call a doomsday book. He basically has lines where every person that he sees or every person that he feels as though could be possibly a threat, he already is carefully crafting some bars just for you. So whether you get those random bars, I got my drugs from Paco and we was on a plane that wasn't for Easy, but yet it definitely fit for Easy, didn't it? Not to mention, when you do I am drugs, then let's be real.
Incredible.
Danny Myers was really talking about drugs, the actual paraphernalia that you can get arrested and into legal form. He wasn't talking about the nigga that was standing in front of him, because the nigga that was standing in front of him, it could have been his fucking body. Now, let me calm down, because he's also the bar guy. What? Now, Kid Chaos, I 100%, I got all the faith in him, because he does a way of evaluating a nigga. Like, he loves to talk about a nigga and how he is at his status and what brought you to me. Here's the problem. You can't belittle Danny Myers for taking little old Kid Chaos, because the nigga takes drugs and Don Marino. So you can't say, oh, Danny, I expected you to be up here, up there, up there. No, you expect Danny to be wherever he is. So now, what's another angle you want to try for it? And I know my time is about to get cut. You want to talk about his kids? That's been done before. You want to talk about his girl? You want to talk about his girl and her addiction? We already heard that before. What can Chaos do other than give us a full general synopsis of what we already know about Danny? Danny could just bar that nigga to death. 2-1 Danny Myers.
See, I agree. Like the angles, there's a plethora of used angles on Danny Myers. However, there's also a plethora of creativity, and some of his like biggest opponents that have like landed those haymakers or those angles, I should say, against him, is because they find a way to execute it creatively. Pat Stay, Mike P, A Ward, all these guys. Ironically, they're all white. All of these guys have found a way to like take the kids, the 12K, this and that, the wife, Vicky Myers. And they made effective, memorable, impactful, great rounds against Danny Myers. This guy, Kid Chaos, will make an angle a round. So every single round's an angle. He's methodical that way. He breaks the rules of like rhyming and real unorthodox that only fits his style. And he's just hot as fish grease right now, man. There's a reason why a lot of people, when they hear his name, they bang the line, all right? There's a reason why Red say, I can't take that. I got to send this contract back.
And that's facts. That's facts.
They're afraid. Listen, let me tell you something about the battle rappers, right?
Niggas ain't been wanting to low key. Niggas been turning down that Kid Chaos smoke.
SP, right?
A lot of people
know this, right? But for the fans that may not know this, let me take it behind the curtains. battle rappers talk just as much as we do, and they have this little community of like knowing when a certain battle rapper is meant to be avoided. All right, they know for a fact when it's like, yo, this guy's too hot right now. We cannot take him. All right, there's a reason why Loso got ducked mad times before his JC performance. And when you saw him battle JC, what happened? K-Shine, Av, Twerk, all those battles were almost booked for Loso, and all of them fell through. Any of those three guys could have been JC that night. You know what I'm saying? And it happens with a lot of people, and people are picking up the phone for Kid Chaos. Leagues are calling, URL's calling, and battle rappers are saying no because they're like, yo, I can't stand in front of him right now.
But you know who don't say no?
He'll never say no.
You know who don't say no?
For better or for worse, he'll never say no.
Listen, I'm on a channel where we glorify Taco Bell Tony, Burger King Bernie, McDonald's Michael. We glorify those niggas. Why? Because Danny Myers will take them. Danny Myers like, listen, man, y'all got my deposit. All right, how many rounds? 3 rounds? What's his name? Done. He's dead. The kid, listen.
Yeah.
Danny Myers also has, listen, how many kids he got? So what's another one that he gonna put under his wing?
That's your closing arguments. Listen, yo, Kid Chaos, Danny Myers is going down March 7th. I asked the fans in the chat, what's the score? I'm seeing 3-3. We more than halfway done, y'all. We going down the stretch, man. Make sure y'all points is on point, cause it's getting to that point, bruh. Briz Rothstein, man, there's been some talk about him coming back, possibly on RBE. We don't know yet. No announcement been made. But hypothetically speaking, if Briz does come back, who should that next opponent be? Show, talk to me, man. We get Briz back out here, man. Who's that first person on RBE he need to be standing across from?
It's because it's RBE.
All right.
My number one, I'm about to say everybody knows who the number one person that needs to battle Briz Rothstein. That's New Jersey Twerk. But we know that battle. That battle is not happening on RBE. It's not going to happen.
Big facts.
But what battle I do believe can possibly go down for Briz? Is Briz still Cave Gang?
I have no idea. I don't know who's called Cave Gang. I ain't even gonna hold you, bro.
Okay, well, from what I'm saying, the consensus is no.
Yeah, consensus is no.
I'm thinking somewhere along the lines of a Chef Trez, maybe an A Ward, maybe like it's got to be somebody.
I like Briz versus A Ward.
Come on now,
that's fire.
The reason why that battle could be the best. All right, so if we go RB, I'm going A Ward, and the reason why I'm saying A Ward is because Briz has to battle somebody who is just as unpredictable as he is. So A Ward rebuttal game is
crazy.
It's crazy. Okay, so we understand that A Ward also don't give not one damn who's in front of him. I'm preparing all of this, and I'm preparing it all for you. So performance is going to be right up there with it. As far as the bars, A Ward may be able to beat Briz lyrically because we love Briz for the performance. But half the body hanging out the bag like a hash brown is as basic as playing on easy on any regular game. But it's not what
I
you
go
say.
live. 4-5. Oh my.
Listen. I don't know Ward, but I'll approach Ward. Send him to the psych ward. Psych ward.
Yeah.
It's gonna work. Work. So those things that Briz has, I think Briz, him having that intangible bar structure has to go up against somebody that can freestyle and can rebuttal what's being said. Because you've seen what Ill Will could have done. You've seen what Calico tried to do. You see what Arsenal tried to do. Those are the guys that can rebuttal, but they don't rebuttal that crazy. When literally one dude's slogan is my rebuttal game crazy. That's why I said either Chef Trez or A Ward.
France, talk to me, man. Who's the?
I gotta be honest. I didn't know I needed Briz and A Ward until just now.
Yo, bro, no cap. I didn't know that's a battle I wanted or needed till just now.
That's a battle I need and like. So you know what? I'm gonna be honest. A lot of his best matches that I can think of are on URL, but K-Shine is not attached to any league. K-Shine has been on RBE. It's not far fetched for ARP to say, yo, let's do it again. Let's create magic again. And K-Shine and Briz on RBE.
That's a haymaker.
That is selling tickets. That's selling pay-per-views. That is, you go on RB's website right now. You got to cash app them for tickets. That's getting their cash app like just packed out. K-Shine could definitely go to RBE again and battle Briz. I would love that. If Briz does this RB King of the Dot roster kind of thing, I see a world where Disaster gets Briz because Disaster loves these big matches and they're both high energy. But I'd rather Briz and K-Shine.
Somebody in the chat said Big K. How do y'all feel about that? What's that show?
I want to see him against one white guy in his A-Ward. That's it.
That's the only
Next
one.
question. Next question.
Somebody said, shout outs to Hardcore Flavor. He said Briz versus Math. Thank you for the donation, Brody.
Oh.
Briz, all right, so if we're talking RBE gate, like, here's the thing. If we're talking RBE stage, we're talking about the return of Briz Rothstein, and he's going to be on a different league. I personally, and this is just me just trying to think like ARP or anybody else in the rare B camp, they don't want to give them their top dog right away. And I feel like, Butterfly gonna recap this and say thank you. Anyway, I feel like Math is the big top. He's the top tier guy. He's the legend over there. If not, maybe your Mook. But depending on how that is, because like you know, listen, the quarantine battle, they just asked Mook, hey, just rap, and we'll just put somebody up against you. So let's not say that won't happen. Now, Briz versus Mook, could that happen on UR? Could that happen on RBE? Only thing I'm saying is that Mook don't want that battle. The reason why I'm gonna say that K-Shine is not going to battle Briz Rothstein on RBE, because that battle alone sounds like a URL battle. What makes you think that there's going to be some type of undisclosed amount of money being delivered to K-Shine saying, hey, don't go over there just yet, but we're going to set that bag for Briz. Just sit tight and it's going to happen. I'm not saying it's been done before. I'm not saying that has happened. I'm just saying it's a lot of allegedly being sprinkled around. So if K-Shine would have battled Briz, I just don't think it would happen.
Yeah, I mean, like if he's on URL, K-Shine, Twerk, there's a plethora of matches. But if we're sticking to RBE, I'm thinking their roster and people that have been there already. You know what I'm saying? Another person that can move around however they like because they're established and has been on RBE, Hitman Holla. Hitman Holla and Briz, that's
cool. Okay. Now that one, yes.
That's a haymaker.
That's a pick.
Take my money right now, RBE. Yep. Take it all. How much do you need for the pay-per-view? You got it. They booked Briz versus Hitman, bruh. I'm not gonna hold you. I need to
take my money.
Take it all. Take it.
But we all know the stipulations that's gonna come with Hitman Holla though. Hitman Holla's right now. Because of the fact that MTV just got Wildin' Out back, I'm pretty sure that, they're going back to work. So this was great talk about months ago when there was no work on the table. But now that we know that there's a plate that's already set for Hitman Holla, Conceited, and Charlie Clips, and anybody else that wants to audition for the new season, it doesn't seem possible. The most possible battle is A-Ward.
I need to find out. ARP, let us know, man. There's no battles going on until March 7th. Give us a drop, man. Drop something for us, please.
Drop something.
Real quick, SP1, when you said Briz and Twerk is the perfect match, I remember Twerk when he battled like that little run at the end of 2018 when he battled Rum, Clips, and John. He was like writing some of his best material in that run. And in that same run, that's when you had Briz battling Wavy and Loso and Young Ill. And in that little run, Briz looked like the best battle rapper on the planet. New Jersey Twerk was just reaching his prime. You know what I'm saying?
They missed that opportunity.
Too far going?
If you had booked them for Resolution, forget about it. Forget about it.
Yeah, and they were both on that card too.
And they both was on that card.
But the reason why, at the same time, maybe they was trying to do some type of build up to that. The energy level on that battle alone would be through the roof. So just Briz coming back is already about to be a breath of fresh air. But is Briz coming back during quarantine times? Or is he coming back for big stages? Because then we got a big problem. Because we know Briz has top tier big stage energy.
As far as I know, it is on a big stage.
Okay.
But I want to say this, SP, from Mr. Wavy to Loso, those are smaller rooms. And those 4 rounds, I think those 4 rounds, nobody in the world is beating Briz in those 4 rounds.
Yeah.
So he's dangerous either or. He's dangerous either or.
All right, y'all, let's move on, man. We down to the last 3, man. Kings versus Queens 2 was pushed back, but we still got a battle to look forward to, man. Tay-Rock versus Official. That's the battle, man. That's the battle that we want to see. Official's kind of mad about her placement. Rock is mad that it got pushed back. France, who you got winning this battle, bro?
I think it's about time we finally see a Tay-Rock with a crowd. I'm tired of seeing an empty room Tay-Rock. I don't know where this thing came from. Like, him and Daylight, again, Unknown, it made sense. We was in bubble mode. Murder Mook and Rock. Mook came with 25-plus people that weren't tested, so we had no choice but to give them the open range. And then Verb out of nowhere decided to add a slogan where you need a crowd, but have Tay-Rock in a no-audience room. And had one of the weirdest main events ever. That's probably one of the top 4 worst main events in URL history. Tay-Rock said it. No more empty rooms for me. And if you watch Official's couple battles in the bubble so far against Arsenal, against 40 Bars, she also needs a crowd too. Like, she can benefit from those pauses. She can benefit from that energy. She can benefit from, like, the way she lands her haymakers and be explosive. Like, that's going to fuel her and fuel Tay-Rock. I actually feel like they're both going to create fireworks. I'll probably give it a Rock. It's an edge because Rock just – I think about what Rock did to C3 and I get PTSD for all the women that want to stand in front of Rock.
Better act like you know.
Oh, my God.
You better act like you know.
If you put a little 15, 20 people around them, you're going to get fireworks.
Show, you feeling the same way, man. Keep it 100. Is Rock coming out of this battle winning?
Yes. Rock.
Damn, nobody ain't got.
All right. No, and Official, I love you. I do. Official, I love you. But there was something that I saw when the first Kings versus Queens.
Okay.
When Official battled Mr. Filler, why did it feel like Arsenal was smoking her?
I thought he was smoking her. He wasn't smoking her?
Why did it feel that way? Why did? But my thing, okay, so
I think it was the jacket. It was the Hell's Angel big ass leather jacket. That was definitely it was the Deontay Wilder.
She had the biker boys jacket on.
Right, it was the Deontay Wilder entrance. The entrance roll.
Official ass. Hey, what is Chilla Jones' vest made out of? I want that to cover my.
I need everything.
I need that whole fabric.
But yeah, he smoked her.
SP's the other way around. Chilla Jones said, "What's that jacket the Official wore? I need a vest out of that."
I want that vest.
I don't know what was going on with that.
But listen. The reason why I'm counting Official out in this one is because of the last performance that she had with somebody of the opposite sex.
Okay.
There was one thing that we was all having issues with. For some reason, she was about to die up there. It's just, and I gotta hold the Mac. Why you sound like a Southern Baptist preacher right now? You gotta get saved. I'ma hold the 9. No, listen. Get the. You need some albuterol. You need the steroids or whatever they put in the. You need that. You need that breath control. But you going up against a nigga who don't need not one time for you to breathe. Rock is good. France said it too. I got PTSD. After me and Wifey watched that battle, I had to do the dishes. I had to put the kids in because I just didn't feel the way he talked to C3. I was like, no man should talk to no woman like that. And you think you better act like you know. Listen,
better act like you know.
You better listen. And then not to mention, we got Quarantine Rock. That's the only thing that's stopping us from loving or saying that Rock has this clear 3-0.
Right.
But since Quarantine, Official ain't been that official either. Because you seen the battle versus her and 40, right?
She won,
Quarantine style. She won. Go ahead, give me the craziest line she said in that battle.
I honestly don't remember.
All right.
I remember 40 calling saying she was shaped like DNA Tooth. That's the only thing I remember from that battle.
only thing I'm saying is that official has to breathe.
It is.
If she breathes, she has to breathe. That breath control is one thing. The bars, back-to-back bars, you were going up against the gun bar king, so it's not like, oh, I'm going to outbar him. You want to outbar Tay-Rock?
Let's be honest, man. I feel like sometimes they kind of push the goal line for official. Like, she's in front of Rum Nitty, she's in front of Arsenal, she's in front of Disaster, and she holds her own, and people are happy with that. But she's not clearly beating these guys when her peers are clearly beating guys, all right? Like, 40 bars made Sue Surf a commentator, all right? You know what I mean?
Hey, yo.
KK arguably is Woman of the Year because of what she did to Swamp. Vixen is Woman of the Year because what she did to DNA. So when you have your peers beating these guys clearly and leveling up, you can't say, well, I hung in there with Rum Nitty, and that's good enough. I hung in there with Arsenal. I hung in there with Disaster. That's good enough for me. No, you have to win.
You got to win. It's not about hanging in there.
Oh, man, yo, we going to see, official, you got a lot of work to do, man. You definitely underdog in this. We down to the last 2 questions. I feel like the last before that, I still think that we had 3-3. The last 2 questions,
yeah, last 2 were just like discussions at that point.
Yeah, those were discussion ones. Av. Who should Av battle next, y'all? He's been sitting out for a while, man. I'm kind of getting upset. I want to see Av back, man. Friends, give me some matchups for Av, man. What's going on? Who do we want to see? I don't even know who I want to see Av against.
I'm a little concerned for Av because besides his Arsenal battle, which he's finally performing and dancing and moving around, he kind of really hasn't changed his style. Yeah, his punches are more potent. His punches gotten better. But he's pretty much been the exact same person over the last 5 years. And he needs to elevate because when he battled DNA, like that 3rd round, what DNA did to him, how he broke him down, like I never seen Av lose that clearly. It has been a while since I've seen Av lose that clearly, right? Like, he was fired against Ill Will, and Ill Will outclassed him, but DNA kind of, like, gave him a whole lesson there, and I was like, whoa, hold on. Does Av need to go back to the drawing board and revamp? And, you know, Av's wanted the A-Verbs, the Calicos, and all these guys, but either they're ducking or they just don't feel the match is worthy. So Av is definitely looking for that younger tier smoke.
Is that what you want to see? You want to see him against the young team?
I like a Jada Nightwing versus Av. I like that.
Okay. I'm going with France.
But is that
agreeing on somebody?
But come on, y'all. Hold up. This is Av we talking about, yo. I don't want to see him back to the drawing board talking about he got to battle Jada Nightwing and them. Where's the smoke at?
If another match, which is I don't understand why it hasn't happened, is Av and Danny. Like, what's holding that up? Danny will battle a soda can on the corner, and Av is easy to book. Like, what's happening? Why hasn't this battle happened either? Av and Danny or Av and Jay, somebody from the West against Av, because when he battled Geechee, whoo, boy, that created a classic. I think he needs that West Coast spark. You need to take him to the West, smoke some good weed, some good weather, get him in a good groove.
Give me something for Av, man. Give me something to give Av. I need to give Av something. Like, I need to show him this. Like, yo, bro, these are the matches you need to go get.
You let France go first, and you let him get 2 picks. All right, one of them was my number 1 pick. Okay, why would I not want to see Bar God versus Av? Somebody who has nothing but unlimited bars going up against somebody who don't duck no smoke. Danny Myers literally has you want a resume? Let's talk about it. You want somebody that's gonna have crowd control? Let's talk about it. We're gonna talk about somebody who's literally gonna have a back-to-back. The problem with Av, and this is where a lot of people and this is where my other pick is gonna come into play. The problem with Av is that everybody puts Av up against somebody who has the bars. But when you put Av up against somebody who has consistent back-to-back bars, Av puts out nothing but what? Classics. If you put Av up against somebody who is not bar heavy as him, he is going to smoke you.
That's a fact.
Let me go.
Hey,
SP, you left a great match on the table, though. You left a good match on the table. Av versus Mac Myron. Mac has been calling out Av for at least 3 years now.
Is that the battle we want to see, though, man? Honestly,
I'm sure.
No. I'm keeping it dead real. You know, yo, bro. If we could just say anybody's name, we all would have just said Big K. The problem is, Av is under contract.
Damn.
Av's under contract. Av's under contract. So I need to know, since you're under contract, you got a battle on URL, we got to name URL battlers. I'm not going to go everywhere else because it ain't going to happen. You know what I'm saying? The verb smoke is there, but...
Shout out to Broderick Crawford because that's a great pick too.
Who did he say?
Now we need the litmus test. The litmus test is
Jerry West?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We talking about somebody who can go back to back. The one thing that Jerry West has over Av, Jerry West can perform better than Av. Don't act like
that.
you don't wait for that prop. Don't act like you don't wait for that antic. Don't act like you don't wait for something that nigga about to do come out of clothes, change clothes, and go call home. I got Jerry West. If we talking contract-wise, Jerry West ain't had a plate since Arsenal.
Yeah.
Right? Arsenal got because if I'm not mistaken, Arsenal beat the shit out of Jerry West, right? We can say that, right?
That's a fact.
Okay. So we got somebody who's waiting on some type of smoke. And Jerry West don't duck no smoke. Let's not act like Jerry West wasn't put in the gauntlet. And let's not act like Jerry West ain't been battle tested. Let's not talk about Jerry. He battled Rum Nitty, he battled John, then he battled Kichi Gotti. Those are the niggas that they call when they need somebody.
Chilla Jones. They was throwing him to the wolves.
I mean, look, guys, he went through the gauntlet, but what was his results through the gauntlet? Like his wins with Shotgun Suge, which at this point a lot of people can be Shotgun Suge. B Magic, which is like a 43-year-old Vince Carter in the league, and then he beat a Danny Myers that choked. He didn't even get the full strength bar guard. So
but he put up good numbers. It was like he lost, but in 10. He was averaging 25 and 10, even though he lost them games.
And it was like a Westbrook with a bunch of turnovers and a loss.
Don't matter, but we won. We won.
I don't know.
It don't
I
matter
if my team Jerry West come down a little on competition, but that's
everybody is saying twerk. The chat is going crazy. Twerk.
Twerking who? Twerking
Av.
I like that. I mean, it was supposed to happen twice.
Supposed to happen.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Not to mention, it brings once you bring them two together, it's something bad happens. It
was some kind of demon time with those two.
Yes. So whenever you bring them two together, it's not. And I'm not giving no narrative. We've seen the facts. Literally, I'm pretty sure if Twerk and Av were set up on a card, somebody's gonna shoot some shit up.
He was supposed to battle Cortez. That was locked in. That battle fell through. All his battles is just falling through.
That was a good joke. You just ran past it.
Shout out to Tony Bro for the super chat. Excellent work, fellas. Fire emojis. Appreciate it, bro.
Just for the Jerry West thing before we move on to the last topic, I really want to see Jerry West versus Lou Castro. That's just me. The transitions, the sound effects, the antics, the creativity. That's a match I want to see.
Jerry and Lou Castro is a mirror match. That's a good match.
I don't want to see Lou Castro in any more mirror matches.
Well, who was his last mirror match?
Did he battle drugs?
Did he battle drugs? I don't keep up with Lou Castro.
Wait, hold on, no. Lou Castro battled. I
know he battled Danny. He battled Kid Chaos. He battled.
His last battle was DNA.
Right, DNA, Kid Chaos. He battled.
Come on, man. Like, all right, I don't have a problem with Lou Castro personally.
Yeah, because you didn't name him on your over neither. When I said the big stage, I noticed that.
Right, and it's no hate towards Lou Castro. I honestly feel like he gets lucky when he battles somebody that's more pin heavy. Because he is more of the action, the aggression. But bar wise, he's not up there like that. He has crowd reaction. He is the carbon copy of what we already see from New Jersey Twerk and what we see from Drug. Like you can't help but have that as a comparison. So Lou Castro has to find Lou Castro. I like the wild strong, you making me mad when you rap like that. The stabby stab and all of that. But I feel like,
stab.
Listen, but that all of that is everybody does that. Prez Mafia does it. I mean, when Prez Mafia did it, it was the best thing we ever seen. We ain't never seen a nigga that goddamn aggressive. We ain't never seen a nigga act out like that.
Then I switch plays.
New Jersey.
His hair be ready to Michael Max in his pimp days.
I do feel like he's kind of found his identity though, like this past year. Like he's figured things out a little bit more.
Finding.
Yes.
He just hasn't found it yet. The DNA battle showed him that he still has stuff to work on. But when you battle DNA, we just named Prez Mafia. There's a lot of things that niggas, when you battle DNA, there's only two ways you're going to go about this. You're never going to be back on this big stage again, or you're going to adjust what you've done. Look what happened to Chilla Jones when he battled DNA.
Yo, I was surprised. Shout out to the chat just now. They said, what about Chilla Jones?
Chilla Jones and Av?
Chilla and Av sound good too.
I'm surprised they didn't battle yet.
There's a lot of people that Chilla are well because Chilla was not on URL. Chilla
He
wasn't
missed out on he
yeah,
missed a
Got
big
whole
wave.
bunch of matches available to his
exactly.
slate.
You know, and then not to mention when Chilla battled Nitty, that battle itself was like a big classic. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like, but Chilla also battled who did he battle? Did he battle who did he battle on King of the Dot the same night? The overhand, the fist of the deuce.
Daylight. Chilla battled.
Boom. So yeah, so boom. Like so when you look at from those type of names that Chilla was getting, Chilla was already getting those pin bar heavy guys during that era, during that time. And now when you see him against these guys on URL, it's like, oh, why haven't I seen that? Because he wasn't available.
Yeah.
He could have been got Rum Nitty. He could have been got Ab. I mean, he could have been got Twerk. Chilla would have been got these guys, but Chilla had to go overseas. He had to work on his crossover. He had to make sure that finger roll was nice. And now you see where he's at now. So a lot of these battles are possible. But Ab and Chilla sound good too.
Yeah,
I'll buy it.
I'm put together a little list, man. Last question, man, of the day, man. We at the very end. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. We still over 100 people. I think we almost we over 120, man. There's a lot of people tuned in. Still hit the like button, even though we're on the last question. Call it Pack It Up. This is pretty much. I'm gonna change it. I used to do Pack It Up as I would let people pack something up or give flowers. I'm gonna use this segment now to kind of and Regis. Y'all know I'm illiterate. I'm gonna just try to say the big word. And add Regis.
Regis was the host of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. I don't know what you tried to say.
A crazy statement. Okay, somebody that made a crazy statement.
Outrageous?
No, not outrageous.
Were you
it's like
struggling to say outrageous?
no, it wasn't outrageous. It's like egregious or something like that. Egregious. There we go. Thank you. I've been working on my
Pack your English teacher the fuck.
Pack your English up.
Yeah, it been like that. If you ever watch New Ever podcast, you know I'm always saying something. I can't say words. It just don't work. I try to do it, but it just doesn't work.
All right, let's do it.
Somebody made an egregious statement. Did I say it right this time, France?
Yeah, that was right.
Battle rap is helping me. It's like school. It's helping me. It's that Harlem education system.
We were lagged thereof.
Somebody made a crazy statement, and I'm gonna use that for Pack It Up because basically we don't know what the fuck that. You know what I mean? I don't know why they said that. The statement that was made was by Mad Prophet saying that Cerf is not a legend. I need to ask you guys, is Cerf a legend in battle rap? And if he is, where does he rank amongst his peers? France.
Well, let's start with Jersey first and foremost. He's definitely the second best out of Jersey of all time. The numbers are undeniable with Sue Surf, man. Like, this guy is the top 10 highest view battle rapper in the world, number 8 to be exact, right? I think I actually put it out there earlier today because there were a bunch of chatter about it. He's the second guy in the world averaging 2 million views per battle. Like, his numbers speak for itself. Prime Sue Surf, unfortunately, this Sue Surf right now gives it a really bad taste. But Prime Sue Surf was battling prime opponents and creating back-to-back classics between him and X Factor, or X Factor in his prime, him and K Shine, a young, furious battle between him and Big T. Him and Conceited, got hollow on his return. Then he ran into Charlie Clips, and ever since there, it kind of became a little inconsistent. Have the Hitman Holla Bout that we all love. The biggest problem with Surf and his legacy is that he went from 2015 December all the way until June 2019 the Geechee Gotti battle, which is 3.5 years, right? You want to be technical, that's 36 plus 6, that's 42 months, right? He went 42 months without completing 3 rounds in an individual battle. Damn. No other battle rapper can do that, all right? And part of that, you blame the league.
Wait, come on, France. He went how long without completing the battle?
42 months, 3.5 years from December 20.
You know he got these facts. You know he got the facts. Go ahead, do my fault. Continue.
You good. From December 2015 against Averb up until Geechee Gotti, he had not completed 3 rounds in an individual battle. Obviously, the 2-on-2s with gun titles, he completed them because he has a partner there. But I'm talking one-on-one battles because he choked against, obviously, T-Top, against Suge, against Rum Nitty, like, against Rex. Like, it's a plethora of jokes there. And against Reed Dollars, kind of jerseyed out towards the end. Against Lux, we've seen it. So, like, he's hurting his own legacy doing that. Unfortunately, that's just who he is. You can blame the league for constantly making him a headliner. You can blame the fans for saying, I still got Surf 2-1, though. Like,
yeah.
But
Surf X is crazy.
The fact that Surf has some of the best battles of all time. Surf has some of the most replayable battles of all times. Yeah, he doesn't really have a body to his name, but he is the epitome of what you want. High value replay battles that are competitive on both ends. That one day you watch, you have Conceited winning. The next day you watch it, you have Surf winning. And he's got at least 5 of those to his career, where some people are lucky enough to have 1 or 2.
I might watch a Surf battle tonight just because. Show, talk to me, man. Is Surf a legend in battle rap?
Surf is what Dot was talking about when he say, I give you classics after classics after classics. Sue Surf is not only a legend. It is not only a legend. He's damn near the cheat code. All right. Here's the reason why.
Elaborate. Oh yeah, every now and then I do throw out a big word that I actually do know. Elaborate.
Elaborate is a word. Elaborate is a big word. Go ahead, SP.
We're gonna talk after this. Anyway, he said Sue Surf has done enough as far as impact. It's legendary with his battles. All of the battles you can name Surf up against, it's considered top multi-million viewed battles. It's more than watched over. It's more than watched once. And it's the opponent versus what Surf brought to the table. Now, I'm with you, France. This is battle rap. This is also What Have You Done For Me Lately? Shout out Janet Jackson. Now, granted, Surf he can do that. He has, but you think about the other battles. You remember the legendary Conceited battle.
Mm-hmm.
You remember the legendary, goddammit, Hitman Holla battle. Remember the legendary DNA battles. Those were all 3 rounds. Those were 3 rounds where niggas was going back and forth against Sue Surf. Not to mention, Sue Surf is damn near Superman. Because if you read comics, it's always so-and-so versus Superman. It's never going to be Sue Surf versus, I don't know, who else is up there? When you think of Sue Surf, you don't think of no low-tier name. Do you? No disrespect to any of these rookies, but do you see Sue Surf versus a Luke Castro? Do you see Sue Surf versus Kid Chaos? Do you see Sue Surf versus Easy the Block Captain? Sound good? Surf ain't taking that check. Surf ain't taking that check. He has given himself legendary status because it's not. I do what I want. I've done so much for the culture that I can go to jail, come back, give me your top gunner, choke the 3rd round, and niggas still say I won the first 2.
It goes against him, though, because a lot of times when you watch these battles back on cam, people will obviously have him losing. And more importantly, people say, well, if you're doing all that, but you're not really out here being competitive, like maybe JC and Cortez have now stocks have plummeted, but there was points in times where JC and Cortez called them out where their stocks was up, never took those battles, and then you take $100. You know what I'm saying? You're like, wait, hold on, we don't really know Reed to be competitive. You're gonna take Reed over at JC.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate here for a second, right? I'm gonna play devil's advocate for a second, right, friends? My bad for cutting you off.
Right.
So y'all know when they do Hall of Fame ballots, right? NBA, MLB, whatever. They have people that vote on first ballot, second ballot. If we was to go by the what is it? If we were to go by the Mount Rushmore, 4 people at a time, right?
Mm-hmm.
What ballot would Surf go into Hall of Fame though, as a legend?
He would at least probably wait 3 rounds before he gets in the conversation, because you throw in the Mook Deluxe, right? Obviously, listen, I know
there's a lot of people that passed him, bro.
I know people aren't the biggest fan of Gene Short Nation, but you got to respect the Source and Ilmac. You got to respect Disaster, Arsenal, A-Verb, Hitman Holla, right? So that's already 8 names I said there. Right,
Gene Short Nation.
You gotta respect Pat Stay, who's up there. Iron Solomon, who's there too. K-Shine and DNA, who have better careers than Sue Surf. Tay Rock, who's the epitome of consistency, has a better career than Sue Surf. You know, that's already 11 plus names. Then you can start to argue Calico, right, and a whole bunch of other people along the lines. Like, I don't know. I don't think Surf makes.
And that's where the argument comes in. I think about him being a legend, because if you naming so many people like that ahead of him, then what? Then everybody's a legend,
right? But you also got to look at how many people. If we're talking about depending on how Hall of Fame is, you saying it's 10 people every year. Or how many people?
I mean,
get inducted into the Hall of Fame?
but
I said 4 at a time. Let's just say
listen,
4 at a time.
Okay, so if we
there's
go
over
yes, you're right.
30,000 battle rappers in the world. You can have 50 people, and that's not even a fraction. It's not even 1% of the total population. And
Is
you
there
have 50
20? I'm gonna put it like this. Over under. I'm giving it to y'all right now. Over under is Sue Surf 20. Is he a top 20 battler of all time? Over under.
Yeah.
all time.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna say over all time. Yes.
So you got him within 1 in 20. He's within that 1 in
yes.
20.
I gotta start counting before I say yes. I got Mook Lux.
That was a
Doris,
quick
Silver
yes,
Knight,
show.
Disaster Arsenal, Hitman, Verb, Iron Solomon, Patch Day. That's already 10.
Conceded, Hitman,
12.
Charlie Clips.
Calico, that's 13. Tay-Rock, that's 14. Charlie Clips, that's 15. I forgot Clips. It's already 15 names, and I still don't have Surf. I don't know, man. I don't know.
You still got 5 left, so there you go. Top 20. Yes.
Rex,
Surf
wait, Rex, Rex. Now Surf is over Rex. Is he? Is he? It's
I
Rex
don't know.
over.
My
Oh
heart won't
man.
allow me to put Rex over Surf because Prime Rex is, in my opinion, I will always love Prime Rex over Prime Surf. Like, what?
The same argument with Rex. With the
Damn.
same argument with Luke,
Even though Rex gives us mixtape rounds, Rex doesn't choke. Maybe Rex mailed it in. Maybe Rex has gotten body, but he hasn't choked for 3.5 years. I have to put Rex over him.
I'm gonna put it like this. I'll say this: if I would have Sue Surf getting inducted into the Hall of Fame individually before T-Rex, but only caveat would be is if they put Dot Mob, just like they do in WWE Hall of Fame, and they put the whole faction, the 4 Horsemen, and the whole group. Yes, T-Rex would be inducted into the Hall of Fame as the first faction. Dot Mob. He would be inducted probably that first year. But if we talking about along the lines of we inducting people and groups, you can't go past like Surf is.
I don't know. I got 16 names already on the board. I still haven't said Surf, and I don't know where I put Math. I don't know how people feel if Math is over Surf or not, right? But at least if you put Math at 20 and you Surf at 21, you don't look crazy. But I still got 4 spots.
You can also do 19, 20 for both of them because I got Math on the Hall of Fame list.
Yo, that's crazy, yo. Like,
hold on, time out. We didn't say hollow. We
didn't say hollow.
I did.
17. I didn't say hollow. So that's 17 right there. You know what I'm saying? No order, by the way. This is no order.
You said Arsenal, right?
Yeah, I said Arsenal. This is no order, guys. No order. Look at that. That's 17 names already, and I don't know where. I don't got Surf yet. I don't know, man. I don't know.
You mean to tell me off Impact alone, you don't think of Surf? Impact.
But that's just one category. If I'm thinking about everything in the
Yo, Frizz, the chat is killing you right now for that Math joint.
Up.
You was doing good up until Math.
No, I wouldn't put Math over him, but I'm saying if somebody did, like, there's a case, right?
Damn, yo, but damn, bro, I ain't gonna hold
It's
you.
arguable.
That
It's
20,
arguable. Like, you can't act like it's not a case for Math and Surf.
yo,
They have whole
yo,
different-
show. I didn't know that many people was in front of Surf till just now.
Look, I'll say this much: if Surf's in 20, there's
Damn.
at least 15 names that are a lock ahead of him, at least.
Yeah, but if we now if we're gonna talk about time, if we talking about right now, yeah, Surf will be down that list. But if we talking about 5 years ago, Surf would have been.
And then
top
you also, if you're talking the totality of the history, you got to include both decades, the 2000s, 2000 plus. What are we doing with people like Jin and Sirius Jones?
They get inducted in like the I am battle rap.
Freestyle Friday, Once Upon a Time.
I don't know if Jen and Sirius Jones, and respectfully for both of them,
Right.
I don't know if they're above Surf though. Surf did it in a different.
No, they're not above.
Like, not even
They're
Reed, and
I
I
am
super
battle
fucks with
rap
Reed,
type thing.
but even Reed.
The same ballot that you would give Sirius and Jen is the same ballot I would end up giving Thesaurus and Ilmac. The reason why I say that is because they've been there since Scribble Jam, and they've been there since all of the WRC.
I'm with you on that show. Frizz got away with that. Frizz, you got away with that, bro.
Is Daylight over Surf? Is Daylight over Surf?
As of right now, no.
Nah.
As of right
Neither
now,
is Ilmac and Thesaurus. You tried it though, France.
Their legacies are in the list. I'm saying,
Yeah, but they're not above Surf.
No.
I said this is no order. This is no
right,
order.
he did say there's
A
no
list
order.
does not leave. A list does not have the
Right,
source
right,
of
I
the
got
without them.
you. I got you.
That's all I'm saying.
I got you.
Daylight. If we talking, you just mentioned in Daylight. We talking impact alone, right? Yes. When we talk about who talks the most shit between Daylight and Surf, damn it, it's almost close to a tie.
Yo, shout outs to the chat. Somebody said, yo, you said Surf was the second best in Jersey. You can't say Sirius Jones before saying Surf.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
I don't think you can, but I mean, on a historical context, Sirius Jones is definitely somewhere in that conversation too. You know what I'm saying?
Listen,
Here's
man.
the thing: did Sirius Jones put Jersey on the map, or was it just subsequently he was from Jersey?
He's a pioneer. That's the thing with pioneers, like because they started because they started at a time where everybody else looked up to them, but then surpassed them. You wonder, like, all right, what do I do? Like at one point in time, you were above this guy, but he surpassed you. Like, you know,
when you think Harlem, you think of Mook, you think of Shine, you think of Clips, you think of Lux. When you think that city, you think of how they came in about. And those niggas all came in at the same time. When you think of Jersey, do you automatically think of Sirius Jones? No. The first thing you think about is Suge R. Surf, Red. Suge R. Surf, Red, and you got Real Sick down the line. But like I'm saying, when you think Jersey, you think of who says it the most. Not to mention, had we not that, I'm not saying you don't really see Sirius Jones really going Jersey. Yeah. His barbershop was in Harlem.
It was.
So come on. So when we talk about
I think people kind of forget Hall of Fame wasn't always so much ranked of who was the best. It was like it's a historical context. Like you look at Hall of Fame for a lot of these sports. Some people in there right now, you're like, wait, this guy probably wouldn't even be as good as people in the era that we're playing in right now, right?
You're absolutely right.
Another question: the punchers, Rum Nitty and Magic. They're probably some people's best punches of all time, or at least favorite punches of all time.
They still working on their legacy. They not with Surf yet. The Geechee Gottis, respectfully, they on their way, but they not there yet.
No, I'm just throwing names at this point. I'm just throwing names and checking temperature.
It's the same talk about Surf is like the same talk when y'all talk about like Biggie and Pac, or when the old heads talk about Biggie and Pac. Top 5, top 10. We talk about bodies of work. Every time we have an argument on who's the best rapper of all time, we always put into account bodies of work. How is it that Pac and Biggie only have two or three albums, and yet they're still talked about?
Well, now Pac still releasing albums to this day. Like he got albums forever, but Biggie has 2 albums.
But here's the thing: they're still talked about it the same way you talk about Surf. Shit, and this is no disrespect to Deanna Henny, man, and shout out to Battle Rap Trap. Mm-hmm. But when Surf joined Black on the URL events, nobody batted an eye, nobody blinked, nobody said, "Oh, wait a second, why is Surf here?" It's like, oh shit, we got legendary. Damn, we got our first legend to do commentary.
Mm-hmm. I see what you're saying.
So we talking about legendary?
Geechee's run is amazing. Is different. We don't have to wait until it's over to crown him. To be honest, because when
it's all said and done, I'm not gonna hold y'all. Geechee's gonna skip a lot of people when it's all said and done.
Yeah,
he's gonna skip a lot of people.
Same with Nitty.
When it's all said and done. But Nitty thing is, Nitty gotta get it's something missing with Nitty, yo. He needs that hollow battle. He needs either Mook, Lux, Hitman. Yes. He needs somebody, yo. He needs somebody. That Surf battle didn't do it for him. But with that being said, y'all, we had a great show today, man. I ain't even gonna hold y'all. It went from a debate show to a conversation and just good battle rap talk, man. Damn, yo, I ain't gonna hold y'all. I enjoyed it. I know the fans enjoyed it. They still in here talking. They still in here debating. What I say is thank you, God. Thank you both of you guys. You know, thank both of y'all. I appreciate it. Showtime, man. Show SP. Let them know where they can find you at, man. Where they can check your workout.
Listen, y'all can follow me on all platforms, mostly YouTube. You know, you can't follow me on any other platform other than YouTube. So it's gonna be on the Vodafly channel. Y'all can also check out Showtime SP. I talk about stuff about battle rap, but I mainly talk about other stuff other than battle rap. So whenever y'all need that breather, come on over to Showtime SP page. Shout out to my bro, Good Lord, because it's always Showtime with Lord. Of course, shout out to the bro Vada Fly. Shout out to the Rice Gang. Everybody that watches and supports us. Man, get well, Ledge. I don't really got much else to say.
That's a fact, friends.
Prayers to Ledge. Salutes to him. Speedy recovery. I'm glad everything is fine. For us, LTBR on everything, Twitter, Instagram, everywhere. Caffeine Show, Monday through Thursday in the morning. Salute to the whole squad.
Salute to the whole squad, man. CC, Vlad, Dylan, Tim, the stat guy that I've never seen.
Shout out to the two people behind the curtains, Titus and Nina. Y'all don't see them.
Yeah, man. It's mad people, man. Shout out to Vada Fly, man. The Fly Report, man. Always giving us good content every single day. I don't know how the hell y'all keep up with everything so fast. Y'all drop that shit as soon as it drops, as soon as it come out, though. You got to respect it, man. This is what battle rap is about. Media is about. It's supposed to be about things like this. I appreciate both of y'all kicking off season 2 for the one-off. Y'all niggas done set the bar. I ain't even going to hold y'all, man. With that being said, it's your boy Ben Swayze.
My bad. Last but not least, we said check the temperature so many times, and I didn't shout out my little bro. Yes. Check the temperature.
Definitely check. Shouts to him.
You know
I told him I was going to set him up with a rookies versus vets match. You know what I mean? I'm not giving him no easy plates because he does good work, so I'm putting him up against one of the heavy hitters too.
Oh, he's prepared.
You know what I'm saying? I already know what it is, man. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Make sure you guys like, comment, definitely subscribe. And we'll holler at y'all next time around. You already know.